Hello everyone, welcome back to another FI design tutorial. This tutorial goes out to a good friend of mine, Stacy, and his cat Mika. Now what Stacy did, Stacy took pictures of his cat Mika against a green screen with the idea of removing the green screen, but the problem that he was running into was a green border or a halo around her, and then green actually being embedded in her fur. So let's go ahead and go through the process here. Let's go ahead and click on our background removal tool. Let's come up here to our limits. Make sure that we're on discontiguous. Now the tolerance level settings for each object that you are removing from a background, the limits are going to be different. It's not the same for anything. You've got hard edges, smooth edges. The bleed can go in farther. You just want to find out what works best without destroying the edge of the image so that we can go back and actually neutralize that bleed later. For Mika here, I found that 47 works great. So let's go ahead and zoom in on Mika here. Let's go ahead and start removing some of this green background. Now I want to zoom in here. I'll show you what I'm actually talking about. If you look at the edge of Mika's fur here, you see that we have all of this green border or halo. Now when we pull this background out, she's going to have that all the way around her, and that's what we want to get rid of. Additionally, you're going to see that after we remove the background from around her, it's really going to stand out in the areas that you can't pull the green out of, and that is the rest of what we want to neutralize. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video now so I'm not deafening you with silence, and when I finish cleaning mine up, I'll go ahead and come back and we should be at the same spot on our images. Okay guys, we're back. I've got the background all removed. Now you can see by looking at Mika here, I didn't take the time to go in and do some fine detail work. That's actually done after you eliminate the green so that you can get a good photorealistic finish for her. So now, let's go ahead and eliminate that green that you see all around her here in the halo. And then like I was telling you, we come back to the tail, we see all this green that's caught up in her tail here, and then we actually have some in her fur within the body here too. So what we're going to do to eliminate that is, let's create a new layer. Let's go ahead and link that. Bring your finger here to the line right between your layer and your background copy. Go ahead and hold down Alt and click, and what you've done is you've just masked that top layer over your background copy so that anything that we do, when it spills off the edge, it's cut off. Now the next thing that we want to do, we want to go ahead and grab our paintbrush. Let's make sure we've got a decent size here. I like to feather mine out, so I think we'll be good here at 175. Next thing we want to do is hold down the I on our keyboard for our eyedropper. And let's go ahead and pick a good neutral color that's abundant within Mika here. Let's go ahead and select that. And making sure that we're on layer 2, or our layer that's masked to our background copy, let's go ahead and start painting over her here. So we'll just get her painted out here real quick. Okay, now I know you guys are probably thinking that, that's not the effect that we're looking for. And I agree, that's not the effect we're looking for. So now what we want to do, we want to come over here, make sure we're still on layer that we just painted on for Mika here. Come up here to our settings for that layer, and we want to come down here and click on hue. Now, some people use color. I find that hue works better. As far as the neutralization, you just kind of have to play between the two of them and see what works best for your image. So we're going to go ahead and for Mika here, we're going to select on hue, and all the green's gone. Now if we zoom in on Mika, you see that all the green's gone from her fur right here. And now it's just a matter of going through our eraser tools and our brush tools, cleaning up the edge and getting a good quality background removal. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and please post them. I do go back in and I read them. If you have any ideas for a video tutorial, something that you're having trouble with, something you're stuck on, send me a request. Be happy to throw up a video for you. And until then, have a great day, guys, and have fun with your Photoshop.